Good evening. Is this thing working? Let's see if I can turn myself up. Can you hear me? It looks like it's working. I have not tested anything. I just plugged it all back in. You can hear me a bit. Well, that's good. Let me just turn this down. Yeah, I know that. I just mean, like, can you hear me, period? Yeah, it's supposed to be loud. All right, good. So, welcome, Rav. Welcome to the new setup. I had everything completely ripped apart and barely got it back together. So, yeah, here we are. I'm ready to play some Snatcher. It's I gotta figure out a way to control this volume. I'm using a mouse on a little slidey button, and it's not very precise. I can hover on it and select this, but it's going to make it move abruptly. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. That's about the best I can fade it. I've got my audio interface has this knob on it that when you have it activated, you can just hover your mouse cursor over anything, like any kind of slider or knob, and you turn it and it will control it. But it's pretty ratchety. Anyway, let's hop on over to the game, which is that one. Hey, that worked. I do not have cat cam hooked up. The camera is sitting behind me on a shelf. But, so I'm running with 3 monitors right now. I went from one 1440 and one 1080 to 3 1080 monitors. But they run at 165 hertz. And they are FreeSync, but also G-Sync compatible, so they still work with my NVIDIA card, so that's cool. And the good thing is going to 1080p on this setup, it actually makes my game screen larger because the resolution is, lower. So it kind of works out for retro. So I got that going for me. Let me just do a little bit of a mic adjustment because I know, like, I had to move my mic to the other side, and I also moved it to a different location. So if anything is going weird, just let me know. But so far, it seems to be working as it should. All right, let's get into the game. I don't know if I remember what we were doing. Time to snatch those lives away. Yeah. What were we doing? Got to figure out something to do with my cable. My headphone cable is... There we go. I'll just keep it like that. All right. Let's continue. And it looks like... I'm going to say the one with the longest amount of time on it is probably the correct one. That's my guess. Let's go. Joypad only. Because I think you can use a gun. Maybe you can have a gun plugged into controller port 2 or something like that. I don't know. Because there's no option for a gun adjust. I'd have to look that up to see how that works. There's no way I could do that unless I was playing on a CRT. Although there's a retro... Yeah, like a duck hunt gun. Yeah, when you get to the shooting aspects of the game, you can actually use a gun at that at that point if, your system allows for it. Now playing on a computer like this, well, I'm playing on a computer monitor. I'm playing with real hardware, but not on a CRT. So it doesn't work. But there is this company called Laser Bear. I get a lot of my retro parts from them. He's working on a light sensor for one of the other consoles, and it works. So it may be possible in the future to add light gun capabilities to retro consoles that are not being played on CRTs if what he's doing works. At least that's how it seems to me. And I like how you have to quit here to actually start the game. All right. We are back in the computer room. What were we doing? Does anybody remember what I have a whiteboard. Well, I didn't plan on an extended shutdown, but I had Windows replaced, so I had to move my entire setup, and then my monitor showed up. So I'm like, well, it's ripped apart. I might as well rip it apart completely, and that's what I did. Everything was completely disconnected. And I finally got it back together. It's not easy to get that big chunk of time needed to actually think about that stuff. But the Wii had a plastic gun. Yeah, it actually worked pretty well. I liked how they got the Wii mote and the nunchuck to work together like a gun. It was pretty cool. Yeah, we definitely had that. I don't know what we used it for. We definitely had that. And because I remember it was like a Chinese branded packaging, and it had, hilariously translated phrases on the box. Gun of Fighter. That's what it said. It said Gun of Fighter. It just popped into my head. I was trying to picture the box, but I don't know why we had it. I don't know. All right. So we're back in Snatcher. It's good to be back. It's good to be back live playing some games, because I don't play any games when I'm not streaming, and that's weird. So we were investigating our friend. I guess I'll just take a quick look here. Oh, yeah. I remember when Circuit City was going out of business. How come it's not voice recognition? Oh. I just started and a wild doodle appeared. Hello, Mingus Dew. Like I said, I don't have a cat cam on, so I can't show her right now, but I'll make sure I get that set up for Wednesday. Yep. It was funny when I was trying to set this up last night. I ran into some really serious issues with OBS. It wouldn't launch. That was her sneezing. I don't know if you heard that, but that was her sneezing. OBS wouldn't even launch. I had to do all kinds of crazy hacker stuff to get it to work again. And I did. I saved it. I didn't have to redo anything because I would have just quit. Until, maybe next year. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. This host computer system, a model, blah, blah, blah. No, there's... Yeah, I know what this is. Move, look, investigate. So we were looking something up in the computer. Oh, we talked to that guy, right? Oh, did OBS give you issues on your laptop? Something go crazy on that? I know Granddaddy used to stream from my old laptop. I don't know how. This is having the 3 monitors now. It seems like minimum. I know even some people stream with 1 monitor, and I couldn't even do that because I wouldn't have any place to display my game. And I could play on my TV, but that would make reading chat and all that stuff really awkward because it would be off to the side. Maybe when I start playing like PS5 games, I'll bust out the 1440 monitor again. I'll just like set it right on my desk in front of my keyboard or something, just so I can, or maybe I'll play it on the TV, and I don't know. I haven't thought about that very much. So I think we are like, we're video phoning. Yeah, she's a crotcheter. Some real TOS stuff with that crotchet. Not a good one. She's good at making rectangles. Circles? I don't know. I don't know about circles. But if you need a rectangle or a square, no problem. Let's call... Oh, wait. Ask metal number Napoleon. 395644. Three, 9, 5, 6, 4, 4. I do remember this. Come on, pick up. There's no answer. Okay, don't call? I don't know. And, I want to say a quick hello to YouTube out there. I don't know what's going on YouTube, but my Snatcher videos have been getting the most views out of all of my content. So, hello YouTube, and thanks for watching. If you ever feel like catching me live, pop on over to twitch.tv/deathbylogic. And, here I am. I have met some, oh yeah. Yeah, thanks, Rev. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a YouTuber. I just archive my stuff there, but, I've gotten teens of views. Teens of views, believe it or not. And for everybody out there that's hanging out, there's some links to my social stuff. Just notifications primarily in my YouTube archive. YouTube archive. I am a professional streamer. So that guy didn't answer. We have to go investigate the house, right? That guy's house. Yeah, I think she was making placemats. Or she did make placemats, but keeping them flat was challenging. Let's just say that. They were fine. It was kind of like, I don't know if you ever watched The Cosby Show when, Theo got that custom shirt from his sister. It's not quite that level, but, we're in that territory. So let's move. Maybe we should go. We already checked out the detective's room. Let's go to the chief's office real quick and see if he can set us straight. Rav, I've seen some of your videos. You get a lot of views. Maybe it's older content. I don't know, but I think I've watched your recent. I don't know if I did. You don't remember Cosby much? Yeah, it was nice. It was a nice, enjoyable show to watch until, we started learning about actual Cosby, and now, I would never give it the time of day. Let's go to the chief's office and just see if the chief can point us in the right direction. We haven't made a video in quite some time. Are you, do you have something in mind? I know you've been doing Red Dead, right? You've been streaming when I can't really watch. And, I don't mind watching, but, if I'm going to watch like the core group of streamers that I'm friends with, I'm going to want to chat. So, like you and Merv and X, those guys. Yeah. Well, do you have like an idea notebook? Not necessarily like paper, even if it's just like a Google Doc or something. Can't say the word Google. We're at the Chief's office. And for you YouTube watchers out there, this is not just a Let's Play. This is just me having fun, hanging out, streaming, and talking. Mostly talking to my Twitch friends that pop in, and some gameplay. That's good. I like your videos. They're short and sweet, and they've got a style, like you've got a humor style for sure. I don't know if I have a way of watching it, but if I ever figure out how to do it, I actually oh, hey, peekaboo. What's going on, Sarandon? Thanks for dropping in. I actually, when I was in junior high, I was in an animation class. It was an after school little club, and it was an animation class. And the instructor had a friend at one of the colleges. I don't remember which one. Maybe it was nearby. But he had a friend that had access to like a cell camera where they were able to take individual cell pictures, of like drawn animation. I don't know the technical terms. You might know that stuff. But so everybody had to hand draw every frame of their animation. I forget how many frames it was. But mine was called Lunchtime, and it was a dragon eating a rabbit and then like licking its lips. So we had to draw every single frame on paper. It was a lot of, tracing and then adjusting each frame for the animation stuff. But yeah, it was called Lunchtime. And I even like animated the clouds moving in the background because I remember them saying like, mediocre animation, only like one thing moves at a time. So I'm like, well, all right, challenge accepted. So I animated the clouds moving in the background and the dragon like eating the rabbit. It's not graphic. It's like the dragon's tongue comes out and like wraps around the rabbit and like pulls it in its mouth, and then it like licks its lip or something like that. But I think it's on VHS because that's how we did things back then. You're talking like early 90s. So if I ever get that transferred, I'll definitely post it on Discord. I don't even know where it is, really. It's probably in a box in the basement or something. But it's definitely on a VHS. How's my investigation going? Let me ask him what exactly I'm supposed to be doing, because I don't remember. Buffalo Cuisine Oh, is there like, maybe we should just go through this stuff. What did he learn? That's what you have to find out. Sir, that's your job. That's why I hired you. I don't think I would have gotten rid of that. I don't know, maybe, but yeah, I think it's stashed in, maybe in with like that box with like the baseball cards and comics and stuff. What is that thing on his chair? Like on his left. I don't know. Maybe it's a chair slash bidet, and that's like the bidet controls. Because aren't bidets popular in Japan? Like they have those really fancy toilets. So maybe it's like a really fancy office chair slash toilet of the future. X2, video games. I know. Streaming and games all in one. What's going on, X? Yeah. Playing some Snatcher on my snappy new setup. Oh, tacos. All right. Oh, yes, I forgot I had that emote. So I'm just, at this point, I'm just trying to remember what I was doing. We're going to try and get back on track. But, you know, I've already been live for almost a half an hour and we've done absolutely nothing, so that's normal. Yeah, that's actually the fun part. The whole, like, unplugging and plugging things in. That was fun. This part, it's not so good. But, hey, so far, the stuff I did plug in and turn on worked the first time. So, got that going for me. Let's ask about... Now, I gotta get my cursor out of OBS when I'm doing my shortcuts. It's typing stuff in chat. It's nothing TOS related, but I use like button combos, hotkey combos, and my cursor was in chat because I typed something, so it's like typing things in my message box. Let's ask about Katrina. I don't know. So we have to go check up on her. Let's ask about the Buffalo Cuisine restaurant, because apparently Gibson had buffalo in his stomach. Yeah, you know what I did, X, to make my scene changes easier to remember? I have that G710 Logitech keyboard, so it's got the G keys down the side. I've got 6 of them. And I use a combo of Control and one of those buttons for, I've got 2 different game scenes. Like I've got modern, like PC game, I've got my retro game scene, and then I've got my starting soon, be right back, and thanks for watching. And I just have it, and then my mic mute is tied to the number 6. So I just hold Control, and I can go right down that left side to change my scenes. But I numbered my scenes in OBS to match the keys. And you know, it only took me like 9 months to figure that out. I literally used to have a piece of paper with my scenes written on it with the number next to it. And then I moved to printing it out. And then I was like, wait a minute. I could actually just name it that in OBS. So, yeah. Good times. I'm learning. I can't believe OBS was freaking out like that. Oh my God, I could feel my temperature shot up like several degrees when OBS did not launch. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stream tomorrow. How many times have I said that and then not? So I was like, oh God, what is happening? So it ended up being that script. As soon as I hacked my way into OBS and deleted that script, I got everything all connected and everything was as I left it. I don't know what happened with yours with like duplicating scenes and stuff. And I back up my profile and I back up my scene collection. I don't use hotkeys to start and stop streaming because I don't want to get that, I don't know, complacent with my setup. Like I need things to be somewhat difficult when it comes to starting and stopping the stream. Changing scenes, I don't mind. I think I have Control A, might be for stream bingo. but I'm waiting for Argent to get that chat integration set up because I think that's going to be more fun. Like I'll do bingo that's related to the game we're playing, stuff like that. Because, you know, it's different with Dark Souls. That's easier to like come up with stuff the way I was using it, but for just like retro stuff, I have no idea. I don't think I've ever really seen you make any mistakes while you were streaming. It's usually smooth sailing. I don't know. And I watch pretty much every night you stream, so I don't know what these accidents you're talking about. A place which serves buffalo. Sorry, I can't help you on that. And once again, sorry YouTube, but you're just gonna have to listen to me ramble. You can skip ahead. That's the great thing. If you're watching on YouTube, you can just skip past all this rambling and find the gameplay. I care about my stream. Yeah, that's why I don't stream. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. It has to be either all or nothing. But that's pretty much me with everything. But the analysis showed it had been about 3 hours since he ate it. So we know the place must be within a 3-hour travel radius of where he was, right? And what if he bought buffalo meat and went home and made a buffalo meatloaf? You know, does it have to be like, how do they know it came from a restaurant? Did he accidentally eat a business card from the restaurant too, and they found that perfectly intact? Come on, Kojima. Where are these details? Is that it about the buffalo? Never heard of any registered place with that name, but it could be some underground joint. Ah, just like the Underground Railroad. I get it. We gotta start digging. All right, we're done with that. Well, I guess we'll just go investigate. Go to the front. Mr. Merv, what is going on? Welcome on in, sir. It is a pleasure to see you in my chat. Hope you're doing well.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Whoa. Welcome to Death by Logic stream. I love you as well. Thanks, X, for that gift sub over to Mr. Merv. Now I can use all my mediocre emotes. And just for following, you get to use Kojima. You're good? Awesome. Awesome to hear. Yeah, I was watching some of that Red Dead. The game looks amazing, but I don't know if I can ever play it unless I get it for free. Whoa, hey. Those are all my emotes? That's bizarre. And then I've got emotes that no one will ever see except for, I think one person, maybe. But I made up these novelty emotes. And they are actually tiered. Those are my tiered bits emotes. Because I know they will probably stay hidden, which is fine. I just needed to fill the spaces. I just thought about, those goofy t-shirts you get when you go somewhere and like someone brings it back. Like, this is your gift from my trip to the Great Pyramids or something. And it's like, my mom and dad went to the Great Pyramids and all I got was this lousy t-shirt, something like that. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, X. You're disappointed and impressed? Well, I mean, that's kind of what I was going for. I aim to disappoint in the most convoluted ways, I guess. I don't know. Let's go to the front. Mika, hello. I'm all right now, Gillian. You can't stay depressed over these things forever. Fascinating. But yeah, going back to Red Dead, the game looks amazing, but I gotta say, I'm not one of those people that I'm hard to please when it comes to games, I guess. And I played the first Red Dead, and I did not really enjoy the gameplay. I was more frustrated than anything. And I wasn't even streaming back then, but I felt obligated to finish the game to say I played Red Dead Redemption. And I did. I played the whole game. But I absolutely hated the horseback riding in that game. Oh my God. I hated riding a horse. I ran around on foot as much as possible. I just, like trying to ride that horse was like trying to back up on the highway with like a trailer going, 60 miles an hour. It just, I don't know. It didn't feel good. Everything else was fine. So I guess if I could play the game with minimal horseback riding, maybe I'd be down. Because the rest of it looks fine. But I did not like the horse at all. The horse would automatically steer themselves onto the main roads. I don't remember. Is that something you could turn on and off? I don't remember that being a thing. I think I enjoyed hunting. But I know it's like one of those games that's, quite revered in the industry. And I don't know, I did like parts of it, but it's not a masterpiece to me. Like, even though I like Dark Souls, I have to say, like, after playing Dark Souls 2 for so long, I might actually prefer Dark Souls 2 over Dark Souls. Like, I could see myself going back to Dark Souls 2 for, I have to go back to it for extra content anyway. We still have bosses to finish. But I'm happy that I played Dark Souls, but I don't feel like I need to go back and play it again anytime soon. In Red Dead 2, you set a map marker, you hold a certain button, and the camera switches to cinema. Oh yeah, you were kind of demonstrating that. Yeah. So X, were you talking about Red Dead 2? Because I was mentioning the horses. Like, that's what I didn't like about. I never played 2. I only ever played 1. So I had issues with the horse in 1. If they fixed the horse controls a little bit, maybe. Let's see. Gillian, I heard you were hurt. Are you all right? So was it scripted that I was supposed to get hurt? Because everyone is mentioning it. Everyone's mentioning me getting hurt. And yes, I did. I got shot by those, I don't know, whatever they were, like 2 times. So I'm wondering if, even if I played my best, was it scripted? You think it was 1? I don't remember it doing that. But I never played with like the cinematic camera, so it may be possible. I don't know. The only reason I mentioned that was because Merv was talking about 2 and I was talking about 1, and I just wanted to make that clear. But it's very possible. Yeah, I guess those nanomachines are really doing the trick. But yeah, I mean, thanks for stopping in, everyone. I know it's been a while, but I stream when I can. It's not always easy to get on here. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Physically, I'm fine. but my heart is still in great pain. I know what you mean, Gillian. All right. Do we talk to her now? Look at Mika. Mika, you look as beautiful as ever today. What? What's the matter, Gillian? What kind of response is that? I compliment her and she's like, what? Is there something wrong? Mika, looking at you makes me feel so peaceful and relaxed. Is something wrong? You're acting odd, Gillian. You like me, don't you? Go ahead, confess. Wow. That threw me off because he said the same thing and she had a different response. So, Rav, have you completed Red Dead 2? Now, Merv, I think you said you have played it before. This is like your second playthrough. Is there a reason to play it? Like, are there different endings? Is that why? Like, is there, like, what's the replay value in Red Dead 2? It seems like it could be like Skyrim, or like maybe you could just play it forever and not actually finish. There is a bad ending. I mean, besides dying. All right. I guess we'll look at her again. Just okay. So it's based on the decisions that you make. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the impression I get from watching people play it. It seems like in Skyrim, yeah, I found like 100% of the locations, but I know I didn't experience the entire game. Like, I never got a partner and got married, and I think there's like some kind of Black Knight to fight. I never fought him. Well, you're not going to say you were wrong. Okay. Let's look at her plate. The Ebony Knight? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, you know what's funny? I don't typically play with like hammers and stuff, but I got myself some kind of like ebony warhammer in Skyrim, and man, that thing flattens everything. I love that weapon. But I don't know why I would ever go back to Skyrim at this point. Like, I completed the story and I like to explore, so I found 100% locations. I don't know what I would do if I went back to it. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Being able to match the speed. That was kind of cool. There's an old man orc who's pretty tough too. I don't know about, that's something I did not know about. The full name of the Junker Agency is written on it. You memorize the full name. Yeah. Something about underpants. I forget. What else is there to look at? Nothing really. Let's ask about Gibson. Oh, you know what? I never did play the DLC for Red Dead. Undead Night or something. And was there something else? I have all the DLC. Yeah, it's not very immersive when you're constantly changing your speed to match. Yeah, I forgot about that. I never played the DLC. He was out of the office almost constantly. He kept mumbling something about I've got to get those snatchers now or something like that. You found something useful in Gene's desk, right? They keep calling him by like all his different names. And I'm like, wait, Gene? Oh yeah, his name was like Blue Jean Jacket Gibson or something. I forget. Gene Jack. I know, every time I see Mika in my head, I'm going like, Mika, Mika. I try not to do it too much on stream, but it may slip out once in a while. She doesn't know anything else. He never told me what he was doing. Okay. Okay. She doesn't know. I feel so sorry for his daughter. She's all alone now. Please help her out as much as you can, okay? Okay, so I have to help his daughter, and I still have to figure out where he ate buffalo. Uh-oh, I hope X isn't coming down with whatever's going around. Man, my daughter was sick for 2 weeks, and I talked to some of the other parents, because, you know, we stand around and wait for the kids to come out, and it's the same story. Like, all the kids that were sick for like 2 weeks with like a lingering cough. I don't know how I dodged that bullet, being in the house with 2 sick people. I wasn't even like taking my vitamins or anything. Oh yeah, I was thinking about GTA and how if you're accelerating and a cop pulls out, it's your fault. But if you ever see a cop coming in your direction, I mean, I'm talking about like at least Vice City, going back to Vice City. If you let off the accelerator and hit them, I don't think it goes against you. It's only if you're accelerating. Yeah, thanks, Merv. And X for your arrow. Thanks for that arrow. It means a lot. You're helping. Just jumping on the old bandwagon. Yeah, I couldn't wait for her to just feel better. It wasn't like easy to take care of her, but it wasn't like the hardest thing. But she was so frustrated because she would cough and it hurt. And she expressed that a lot. So I just couldn't wait for her to feel better just so she felt better. Because she's pretty active and she couldn't be when she was feeling like that. Granddaddy was not sick as long or as badly, at least from my perspective. I don't know. So I got to help his daughter, Katrina. And I didn't get even like a little cold or anything. I don't know. And I was one of the primary nose blower helpers. So how that happened, I don't know. She's always jumping or running or both or dancing. Always something. Even because I usually play music when we're eating dinner. Sometimes she like dances in her chair. She just is rarely still. Yeah, so there's nothing else there. Ask about the Buffalo restaurant. Yeah, and really, you know, it's just a waiting game because like when you're taking medicine, unless it's an antibiotic, anything you're taking is just to lessen the symptoms. You know, you're not curing anything. You're just waiting for your body to kill it and trying to feel less bad. So if I don't have to, I don't really like to take anything. I don't even like taking ibuprofen. I don't know. But I do when I need it. Like last night I went to bed with a headache and I woke up with it, even though I took stuff. I think it was like sinus stuff. That's like my ongoing thing is just like random sinus stuff, but I don't get sick a lot. I wash my hands a lot. I think maybe that might have something to do with it. Buffalo, I've never even heard of any places that serve that. Chat, have you ever had buffalo? I've had buffalo. I've had elk, deer, bear, alligator. I think that's most of the weird stuff. I think the weirdest might have been when we went to Scotland. I got venison with a chocolate sauce on it. Do not recommend. You've had buffalo wild wings. Okay. And X lives in Colorado. Okay. Thanks for answering that question that I didn't ask. Emu burgers. Now that's something I don't think I had. I'm guessing Cabela's is kind of like all over. That's where I had like some of that stuff for sure. But I've had bear from hunters that I know. I had bear steak, and I think I've had ground like bear burger. Yeah, venison with chocolate was not good. I think that was at the Witchery, right? No, talking to myself here. I thought she was still awake. So I'm talking to myself. I think it was at the Witchery in Scotland, and Granddaddy got some kind of wild bird, like quail, and one of the disclaimers was there could be shot still in the bird, so, chew carefully. I'm trying to think I don't even know, I can't imagine what emu would taste like. Turkey, maybe? Yeah, the buckshot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had a disclaimer right on the menu. And then we had our traditional, we tried 2 different styles of haggis, neeps, and tatties, which would be your haggis and turnips and potatoes. For those not in the know of the Scottish language. Yeah. So we had tried like a modern twist on haggis, neeps, and tatties. Then we had like a traditional. I think we maybe had the traditional at like some kind of pub where we got some like Strongbow on tap. Oh, that's right. That Napoleon guy, that informant might know something. Yeah, you're right. He may know. Yeah, we called him. I really miss Scotland. I know there's a lot of places to go in the world, but I just want to go back there. Up in the mountains. I can still smell the moss. I think where we were staying in, it was like Aviemore, like a ski town kind of little, I guess sort of like a little village, ski village. You walk out the door and you could just smell the moss. They didn't really have grass. Like most of the ground was covered in moss, and it was awesome because you probably don't have to cut that. I wish we could do that here, but that'd be a lot of moss. Is there anything else about okay, well, I called him and he didn't answer. The Chinese informant Gene was using. Yeah, he's known him forever since he was a science cop. What is a science cop? Am I reading that right? Ever since he was a science cop. Okay. They're cops who do science. That's hard to imagine. No offense to any cops out there. Yeah, this experiment is for a cop. What does that mean? A seance cop? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's for a cop. Well, I've heard about him, but I've never met him. Why don't you arrange to meet him? He may know something. Okay. Do something? Oh boy. Double bacon cheeseburger. It's for a cop. Do something. I guess we should probably do something. Console? What? Oh my god. Console. Smell. Persuade. These Super Troopers should not have been as good as it was. Oh man. This is so good though. There's some really classic scenes in that movie. I did not go in expecting it to be that good. Console? Hey, are you into retro gaming? Chat, I think she's into retro gaming. Let's ask her about her consoles. Mika, what's your favorite retro console? I guess, does she need? Do you need any consoles? I've got several. Take your pick. You into Nintendo, Sega? Got a little bit of both. Yeah, what are your feelings on SCART versus Component? Do you think there's any difference in quality? Do you think it's noticeable? Do you think it's worth putting a pre-order in for a Component cable when you already have a SCART version? Completely unrelated to what we're talking about, but let's see what happens. Let's ask her about her consoles. Don't worry. I'm going to destroy the Snatchers. Yes. I believe you, Gillian. Hey, that had nothing to do with consoles. I'm not even sure that had anything to do with console either. In sync over NVIDIA. What's your take on FreeSync versus InSync? Mika, I promise you, I'll finish what Gibson started. I will finish Snatcher on my retro console. You're really a sweet guy, aren't you, Gillian? Should that be a question mark? She starts out, you're really a sweet guy, comma, aren't you? Shouldn't there be another comma and then a question mark? I'm not an English major, but sometimes I question my own punctuation knowledge. Because if you just put a question mark, you should be like, aren't you Gillian? Yeah, of course I am. Okay, so that's enough consoling. Let's smell. I'm sure this is not going to get weird. Right? This is not going to get weird at all. Stop finding faults with your masterpiece. Hey, that's what I was born to do. Warm it up, X. Smell. Warm it up, X. I'm about to. Warm it up, X. That I was born to do. Gillian. Hey, look who's awake. Look who's awake. Can't remember if we had the courage to select smell. Oh, we're going through all of it. I want to know everything about what was going on in Kojima's mind when he made this. That's a really great scent. If you keep this up, she will probably dislike you immensely. I may be leaning in that direction already. Whoa, Rav. Throwing X under the bus. And Kanzi's driving. Oh. We only get to smell once. It's mildly disappointing because everything else, typically you get to do it over and over again. But that's fine. I'm sure we'll get the chance to smell some other stuff. Kanzi's pretty great. Stops in here once in a while. I actually see Kanzi in here now and then. Probably if you're not streaming. Kind of get the trickle down visits. It's kind of hard when everybody you're friends with on Twitch also streams. It makes it really difficult to, visit everybody. Especially when your visiting time is limited. But yeah. I don't know why, for the longest time, I thought Kanzi was English. Like UK English. I don't know why. It was somebody else. Like where's Badgie from? Is it Badgie that's from, like, Wales or something, or England? I think there's like one of the retro Badgie's UK. Is it retro 1980 or so is like in Wales? There's a few people that hang around with the retro name. You thought Badgie was French? See, I'm not the only one. Oh, no. You're thinking of Kanzi. Retros from the US? Okay, there's another retro. There's another retro that is from whales. And then if you ever see Matatus in here, Matatus comes from Brahms, that group. Matatus is in Finland. Let's see if we can persuade. I'm not sure. Well, let's see. I'm not going to jump to any conclusions yet, but let's see what persuade is. So how about a date tonight? Okay, I was originally going to go in that direction, and I'm like, no, this is probably about the case. Retro got auto-modded because you screwed up the moderation settings, and you laughed because I thought it was because he typed moist. Yeah. Yeah, that was like when you were trying to get me to type moist. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. So, how about a date tonight? I don't think we know each other well enough yet. Isn't that like the point of a date though? Like, well, look who dropped in. Alba. Isn't that what your buddy the Bean calls you? Alba. Just makes me think of Jessica Alba. I prefer Argent. I don't know. I don't know what you prefer. Albert? It's Albert now? Okay, well, I'm going to call you Argent. I don't really care if you like it or not. It's the first word in your name, and that's all. Let's see. Oh, come on. That doesn't matter. But what I was saying, like a date, you don't go on a date because you already know the person well. You go on a date to see if, you know, maybe there's something there. Maybe there isn't. But that's why you go on a date, right? I don't know. That's just me. Sometimes like the way he writes stuff, I'm just like, nah, I mean, I get it. I think, you know, what he's trying to go for. I'm taking things too literally, I guess. Wouldn't know. Nobody wants to go on dates with me. Well, Arjun, Granddaddy Sparkle Horse called me. I didn't call her. I have been rejected. So I just gave up. And she's the one that I didn't ask her. She made all those moves. But it's awkward when you're rejected by somebody you have to see like regularly. That's the worst part. It's fine if it's someone that's sort of in passing in a way, but when it's someone you have to see all the time, much worse. Dates were basically the demo discs that used to come in cereal boxes. I'm trying to imagine what you did, X, you know. I know you have a girlfriend, and sometimes I wonder why. Like, how did that happen? What's your secret, X? Don't be shy. picture like you pull out like one of those multi-fold wallets with like the picture holders, and you whip your wallet out and like slap it open, and the picture holder drops out, and it's just like individual pictures of all of your retro consoles. That's your opening move. I mean, obviously, you don't have to worry about that, but, you know, in an alternate reality, that's what I'd imagine. Let's see. You may not know this, but there's a certain order in which things are supposed to happen. Right. Usually dating comes first. You've really got a short temper, haven't you? Well, now, I don't know if that's really the best approach to the situation here, Gillian. Listen, Gillian. You want me to go out with you, right? Well, yeah. I really go for men who work hard. You know what I mean? How about I think about it after you've finished this investigation? Oh, so we have to play the entire game, and then she'll consider going on a date. Right. Oh, you got me there. Wait, I don't know. Is Gillian married or no? Am I missing something? Is he married or no? Like, I know he lost his memory or something. I think. I don't know. I've lost my memory as well. I don't know what's going on anymore. Do something. Is there any more consoling? Don't worry. Okay. So that's it for that. Is there any more? Let's see. I like to keep my private life out of the office. He was talking to his wife in the first cutscene, right? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay. Thanks, Gillian, but don't push yourself too hard. Wait, his wife lost her memory too? Since they couldn't remember each other, they got divorced? Really? Did that happen? I don't even remember that. Wow. Well, thanks for that recap. I'm certainly not going to go watch my own VODs. The relationship is kind of murky in this game? Okay. I gotta say, I'm more about gameplay. So this whole, like, having a story, it's hard for me to follow. And it's because I have trouble concentrating and remembering things without reading them like 10 times. Like when I was in school, college, you know, whatever, and I had to do reports and whatnot, I'd have to read the entire book first, and then read it again and take notes, and then maybe read it a third time just to like make sure I really know what's going on. I have trouble retaining stuff I'm reading. So this is that's what's challenging about this game, is having to understand the story and read. So we can't do anything else. What if I show her my cash? Will this be enough? It actually worked. Would you stop with all these jokes? I'm going to get really mad. So, what's that mean? That's great. All right. evidence. Scrap of paper. What's this? Are you going to buy a house? No. Not gonna buy a house. What else do we have? The key. Found this key at the factory ruins. Oh yes, that was Jean's, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm just kind of going through everything. Who knows what might trigger chess piece. What's this? A present for me? Very interesting. Yeah, I'm the same way, Sarandon. I don't know what the root problem is, but I read. It goes in one eye and out the other. If you know what I mean. Especially, how are you with meeting people? Like when you meet somebody and you introduce yourself, what is the percentage of you actually remembering their name when you have to talk to them 5 minutes later? Because I'm usually more caught up in like, oh God, I have to talk to another human. I hope I don't say stupid things. Ha ha ha. And then I don't even hear what their name is. I have no idea. And I just flat out tell them, I'm like, I'm not going to remember your name, just so you know. I have no idea what you just said. Show. The disc? What is that? Some computer game disc? You just stop caring? Yeah. That's primarily when I have people doing work on the house, like when I have the guys here doing all the windows and they introduce themselves and I'm like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm not going to remember that, just so you know. And they're like, ha ha ha. I'm like, yeah, I'm serious. I have no idea who you are. I accidentally said your IRL name, Argent, and I really didn't know it. Now, my name and Granddaddy's name have been spoken on stream during our 100 follower special. Granddaddy actually said both of our names, and that's why that video is set to private on my YouTube channel. Otherwise, I probably would have posted it. Now, some of you out there know my real name. It's not a big deal. It's not like if it comes out, I don't really, whatever. But, you know, you never know who's going to be a weirdo stalker out there. You don't remember hearing my name and her name? Yeah, she actually said both of our names because, you know, she had a couple adult beverages, and mine slipped out first. But the funny thing is, she often refers to herself by her own name, and she said her own name too. I was like, well, that's great. Now I can't put this on YouTube. So I don't even know if she said it loud enough that it came through, because we were like kind of sharing the microphone. Yeah, I know. Out of all the streamer friends, I only know a handful. I should say like Twitch/streamer friends, because you don't all stream, but you can mute it out. I don't even remember where it was said at this point. I don't remember. Oh, hello, Charlie. Charlie made an appearance now. Jumping up on Mom's chair, trying to wake her up. I don't think there's anything else I can do here. Use Metal Gear, do something, ask, investigate. I don't know what else I can do. You know my name from my bingo invoice? From, yeah. I kind of figured that was going to come through because I think I used PayPal for that. And then people that I've talked to, like, in DMs. Just what do you think you're doing investigating her? Oh, shut up, Metal. It's just a joke. Nobody has a sense of humor around here. The shield is in place. It's impossible. Oh, so this whole time we're still talking to her, like, behind the shield. That's a tile. I don't know. He made an appearance. Charlie is not much of a loud, pesty meow when I'm streaming. That's usually Mingus. Charlie is, like, if I'm sitting on the couch, he will sit as close as possible and stare at me. And if I don't acknowledge him, he starts giving me tippy taps with his paw. He taps on my shoulder and he'll wait for a response. And if I don't look over, then he starts yelling at me. Look, he's chasing Chungus. Nice. So we can't investigate that. We already know the plate. A loud pesty meower is on your dating profile. Well, you know, that might be a red flag for some people. Yeah. Might want to reword that. Japanese underwear neurokinetic elimination ranger. Yeah. Totally not going to sign you up for, like, junk mail and stuff. A BRB. It's totally unrelated. Probably going to take a shower. So, how many of you out there have already bathed tonight? I don't know what else I can do here. Look at Mika. I think we already covered all that, right? Look, we investigated, we axed her. Right. Let me ask you a question, Mika. Is there something in my teeth? Look, investigate, show. I guess we just have to move. Oh, there it is. I've been looking, like, where is the turbo cycle? Argent showered early today because we're playtesting a friend's board game. Is that like a euphemism for something? Playtesting a friend's board game? Is that what they call it these days? Yeah, I don't usually get to shower until, like, it used to be like 3, but it's been more like 4 and 5. We play tested that board game so hard. Sorry to hear that. I would probably ice it. I would ice it. Not icy hot. Definitely not icy hot. Just regular old ice. Yeah, my showers have been getting later and later. I just don't like to... I used to take my shower when my daughter would go down for a nap, but she's been randomly napping, and I don't want her to be like just laying there when she could be up. So I've been waiting for Granddaddy to get home so I can switch places and tell her to like, okay, you can come out. You don't have to stay in your room for like 3 hours staring at the wall. I guess we'll go to the turbo cycle. Mika, I'm heading out to check on a few things. I've got a couple of leads. All right. It's only been like an hour and a half, and we're getting some real gameplay here. Really, don't worry yourself over Gene, okay? What? Don't worry yourself over Gene? Okay, I just like saw his, body ripped apart. I'm not really gonna worry about it, I guess. Ciao. Thanks, Mika. Gillian. Yes, Mika. How are you and your wife doing? Awkward. That's a good question. I don't remember. I haven't talked to her in a while. Not even on the video phone? No. You shouldn't leave her alone like that. That's right. Come to think of it, I have her number written down at home. I bet she's pretty lonely. I'm sure you're right. Thanks. Be careful, Gillian. Those are some interesting control mechanisms. Look like 2 hot dogs on a plate standing upright. Maybe they're encased in epoxy. I don't know. It just looks like 2 vertical hot dogs on a plate. I think that part could have been redesigned a little bit. I don't know. I like all the artwork in here, but I don't know. The turbo cycle hot dogs kind of throwing me off. Let's see. Metal Gear says, we've boarded the turbo cycle. Where would you like to go? We never went to my apartment. And that was an option early on. That was an option. So I'm thinking maybe we'll go to my place first. Alton Pizza. Wow, they had the foresight to write Alton Brown. Oh, Alton. What? Where'd they get pizza? Plaza. I was thinking it was the Buffalo restaurant. And I read Alton Plaza as pizza. There's a P and a Z and an A. The L could be an I. Piazza. Yeah. I'm going with it. Alton Pizza. Alton Brown's Pizza. Let's go to my apartment. All right. Now heading to your apartment. Hold on to your butts, chat. Oh, is that good? We've arrived at your apartment. Oh, that seemed like it might have been bad. The sounds sounded like that went wrong. All right. Let's get out. All right, we've got an hour left. I'm sure we can find some cool stuff. But I'm actually going to take a quick break before we get into the good stuff. So I will be right back in a couple minutes. I'll leave you with some lovely Wolf and Raven. Want to check them out? They're on Bandcamp. And yeah, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Thanks for your patience. Let's get back to it. Okay. Back to the Snatcher. All right, so we made it to my building. Looks like the Mitsubishi symbol. Oh. Wow, you mean I have a place to live too? Please tone it down, Gillian. I know you have lost your memory, but isn't that carrying the act a bit too far? Just trying to make things a little more fun for the folks playing the game. Oh, breaking the fourth wall. Yeah, I'm gonna be grabbing some more music. Wolf and Raven is great because they don't have content ID on YouTube, so when I upload my stuff, they don't get tagged. Like, I don't get tagged with copyright. Like, if I use Gunship, they don't come after you for like DMCA stuff, but they still have content ID on, so my videos get tagged with copyright, which, even though they state on the copyright that it's okay to use their music on YouTube, I don't even want that label on my uploads. So Wolf and Raven are totally safe for Twitch and for YouTube. They don't do content ID. And the other artist I'm going to be purchasing their discography is it's Adventure Island Records, but his name is Dan, and he goes by Midnight Playtime, and he does not do the content ID either. So I'm going to buy his stuff on Bandcamp. And that's what I'm doing. The music I'm playing, like Wolf and Raven, I bought their entire discography on Bandcamp, and then I download it and I use Fubar to play it. Just because I don't want to rely on streaming music, and it allows me to just kind of permanently set up the way I want my my scenes to look. So I'm going to grab Midnight Playtime stuff, or, you know, Dan makes music under he has other monikers for his different styles of music creation. So I'm going to grab his discography, and I was going to keep finding artists that are all about keeping their music safe for streaming. And, you know, I'm going to do my part and purchase it and give direct links to their Bandcamps. So if anybody's into the music I'm playing, I always have a link. If you do !music or song or band, those are all aliases. They'll take you to whoever the featured artist is, if you want to go right to their Bandcamp. And I also credit them on my YouTube uploads. And Argent says that some streaming friends are hosting a charity event this weekend with Extra Life. And one of the segments is going to be competitive Elden Ring bingo. Interesting. Yeah, you can post that info if you want. You can post it in my Discord, or you post it in chat, whatever. I don't mind that kind of stuff. Maybe post it. You can just probably throw it in general, because I know some of the stuff is filtered out. People don't want to hear about all of the retro talk that X and I do, so I made a separate retro games and retro tech, because I know nobody wants to hear about SCART every day. So yeah, go ahead and post stuff in Discord, post it in chat if you want to. Got some kind of info you can post. I don't know, whatever you want. I'll try and check it out. Okay, so we're breaking the fourth wall. Gojima. Let's take a look around. What? What's up? Apartment building area. I guess we'll start apartment building. This is the apartment that the government made available for you. Okay. Government apartment. Elden Ringo Bingo. It's got a ring to it. I don't know if it's a nice ring. How's the chat integration coming along, Argent? Because it seemed pretty functional when you were showing it off with Bean. Let's see. The neighborhood's not much, but what a great looking building. I guess. I mean, the pixel art is nice. I don't know, but I see some cracks. I'm seeing some cracks. Let's look at the area. We're right on the border between the north and south regions of the city. Oh, and as far as I've been focusing on finishing the Square Knight demo. Okay. Hey, whenever you've got, you know, a stable build of that, of the bingo with the chat stuff, just go ahead and send it over, and I'll try and incorporate it into the stream if I can. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Like, if you have it, I'll see what I can do about setting it up. Maybe for like the longer streams, like my shorter Monday, Wednesdays are already short, but I could probably do something with that on a Friday if you want, just to get some testing in. But as far as like the music goes, I found Dan's music, Midnight Playtime, on a Reddit thread, just looking for music that was safe. And it was from like 2 years ago. So I actually emailed him I contacted him through Bandcamp, and I emailed him, and I just asked him, I said, hey, I found your music, and I found this comment from you giving consent to use it on Twitch, and on, you know, I just want to make sure that you're still okay with it, and I will give full credit. I will give links to your Bandcamp and all that stuff. And he finally got back to me, and he's like, yeah, sorry for the delay, and I really appreciate you wanting to play my music, and yeah, a link to Bandcamp would be awesome. So that was it. So I'm going to grab his stuff as soon as Twitch pays out. And it's good stuff. It's similar to the Wolf and Raven stuff. Yeah, I do want to use it. It's just the way I was using Bingo. I don't know how it would do that. And it would be less pressure on me, like, in a way. I still don't have, like when we get a bingo, I still don't know. I don't know what to do with that. You know, like I'm not a big streamer that can like hand out gift subs and stuff if we get a bingo. So I don't know what to do if we get a bingo. That would be helpful for me. Like if anyone has ideas like, all right, we got a bingo, now what? Like I already have the Action 52 redemption. It could be something like that. Like maybe I have to play a certain terrible game for a certain amount of time. You know, if I'm on retro, if I'm on like, you know, if I'm playing Genesis or Sega CD, you know, it'll be like, we'll stick to that. And if I'm playing on Super Nintendo, you know, it'll be like a Super Nintendo game, which I want to point out when we're finished with Snatcher, we're going to be going to Super Mario World. I know nothing about it, so it'll be a barrel of laughs. Yes, I would like to do it game specific. I did test out the Super Nintendo with Super Mario World, and I got through the first level, and I gotta tell you, Super Nintendo controllers and the controls are bizarre, and it's gonna take me a bit, so it's not gonna be like super easy. So just get that into your mind right now. I never played a Super Nintendo, and I'm going to be like a toddler that's just been handed a brand new console for Christmas. X, we'll get there. We can't just start out at the top, you know? We can't just start out at the top. I think Super Mario World is a good, you know, we got to ease in. We got to ease into the Super Nintendo. I have zero experience with it. We'll get to the Metroid, I promise. I promise. We will, for sure. I mean, like, Axiom Verge is pretty much a Metroid remake, in a way. Like, when I started playing Axiom Verge, and I got to the first door, I was like, yeah, that's a Metroid door. Like, straight up. Yeah, I wouldn't play, like, an awful game. I'm not saying, like, I don't want to play the best game ever as my first game, but I want to play one that's universally loved and, you know, maybe has a little bit less of a difficulty curve to it. I'm just assuming that Super Metroid is going to be rather difficult, and I don't want to... I just got off of playing Dark Souls 2. I kind of want to play some more relaxing games, and I think we're going to be doing retro for a little bit, because when we go back to PC, it's going to be Dark Souls 3, and I'm looking forward to it, but the stress that those games bring on is not something I necessarily look forward to, but at the same time, I still enjoy the games. You know what I mean? There's retro difficult, and then there's, modern difficulty. They're different, for sure. Retro games can be absolutely brutal beyond belief sometimes. Like, how did this game sell anything? But it's because they wanted those quarters, and they wanted those rental fees. And that's a lot of it, really. And then you got stuff like this. They're actually, like, well-made, just amazing games all around. Yeah, I know. That's why, I'm pretty satisfied with having the Genesis library going, well, I should say almost the entire Sega library, not including Saturn, which I probably won't do. I had a Saturn and I loved it, but it's going to be too much trouble for me. If I'm going to mod it myself, it'll be like it's going to be like doing the Dreamcast all over again, and that was a bit of a nightmare. Competitive bingo. Yeah, I'm interested to see what that's all about. Yeah, I honestly, I might joke about, Genesis does kind of stuff, what Nintendo don't. But, a lot of us grew up in that era, and, the console wars were real. And, there were probably fights at the flagpole after school over who was better, Sega or Nintendo. But they both had their strengths and weaknesses. But overall, both companies have an incredible game library available. So I feel extremely privileged to be in this position where I can play those games on, somewhat real hardware, maybe somewhat modified, but I want to experience it like I would have back then, and I get to do it with people that were also there at the time. So I think this is going to be fun, and I'm really excited to move in this direction. We're going to be doing, the Dark Souls and the PC stuff too, but there's so many classic games that I just want to experience before I get too old to even remember how to log into my computer, even though it's like a 4-digit PIN. So yeah, let's keep going with Snatcher. Stop derailing the stream, chat. Come on, I'm trying to play this game and you want to engage me in conversation. It's got to stop. Let's see, we're right on the border between the North and South. And again, sorry, YouTube, but this is a Twitch stream. Deal with it. And South regions of the city, it is not exactly what you would call the best neighborhood. Well, I wasn't really thinking that, but Thanks for clearing that up, I guess. I'm gonna go play God of War so you can make progress. I gotta say, I've been watching Barb and Man and Dan playing Ragnarok, and even though I destroyed my hands playing God of War 2018, I definitely want to play Ragnarok. I do. Although I'm not going to go streamer mode and play Give Me God of War. That's not going to happen. If I play it, I don't even know if I would stream it, but it's kind of the only time I play games. I guess people would probably watch if I played God of War. I don't really worry too much about what people are going to want to watch. I'm playing games that I want to play, and if people want to watch, then that's great. And if not, then, that's fine too. So, but, that would be very, very far in the future, because I'd still want to do Dark Souls 3, and I don't own Elden Ring, but, that would be nice too. I do have Returnal. I got it for Christmas last year and never even popped it in the disk drive. So maybe we'll check out Returnal. I don't know what the first PS5 game would be, because I also have Demon's Souls Remake, We'll see. We've got tons of choices if we want to go in the modern direction for a bit. Can't complain too much. Rent is really high, even around here. Can't complain, but rent is high. Boy, do I love paying high rent. Start with that. Start with the Demon's Souls remake. Yeah. Yeah, I got Demon's Souls and Returnal. I bought the bundle, so I got Spider-Man Miles Morales bundle, and I played the Spider-Man remastered, but I never played Miles Morales because Spider-Man was okay, but it got to be the same thing over and over again. And yeah, the city looks amazing and all that, but I can only swing around the city for so long. So I don't even, I guess at some point I should probably play the game that I bought with the console, but I'm more interested in playing Returnal and Demon's Souls, because I still have not finished Demon's Souls. Yeah, as soon as I got the PS5, I played through Astrobot, and I almost have it. I almost have all the trophies for that. The only thing I don't have in Astrobot is the speed running. I think I have one course to get a better time in, and I'll have all the trophies for that. But Astrobot is awesome. It was worth it. And that was the perfect pack-in. It was the perfect pack-in. You don't know how to feel about what? What did I say, Rav? I said a lot of stuff. But yeah, Astrobot, if anybody gets a PS5, totally play it. Don't blow it off. It really shows off the controller, and the visuals are excellent. I played Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart. That was fun. I had some issues with glitches. I got stuck in the ground many times. So I got out of bounds without even really trying. So I was a little disappointed in the polish on that game. It looks amazing and it's really fun, but it had a lot of glitches. I talk about Spider-Man. Just thinking Spider-Man was okay. I don't mean that it's okay. I was getting a little bored with it. But I'm not really into superheroes, Marvel stuff like that, I'm not on that bandwagon with the whole superhero thing. If I had a superhero to be obsessed with, it would probably be Batman more than Spider-Man. because Batman's a dude with like cool stuff. So like anybody could be Batman. That's how I relate to Batman. All the superheroes with superpowers, it's cool, but you know, I could never be them. Not that I could be Batman, but you know, in some universe, some parallel universe, maybe I am Batman. So yeah, I would have to say Batman's probably my favorite superhero. Can't complain too much. Rent is really high, even around here. That's all we really have to look at. I just like to double check because sometimes there's extra stuff, but let's investigate. Batman's your favorite too? Yeah. Yep. I had a good friend of mine. We were on the same page too with Batman because, you know, we were both like, yeah, I mean, you could be Batman, I could be Batman. It's just, you know, something to relate to. I think that's why, you know, people like things. They can relate to something. The kind of music they listen to, there's something about it they can relate to. I did hear about Conroy. Yeah. That sucks because Batman the Animated Series is like one of my all-time favorite, not just cartoons, but like shows in general. That show, the writing, the art style, like that might be my favorite Batmobile. Harley Quinn. I don't know if you know, like Arlene that voiced Harley Quinn. She was an actress on, I believe it was Days of Our Lives, right? And she played in this dream sequence on the show one time. She played like a court jester, and her friend was one of the creators of Batman the Animated Series, and he based Harley Quinn on her likeness, like from that dream sequence. So she basically is Harley Quinn because she was the original actress in the show, and she also did the original voicing. So, yeah, look up. She played Calliope on Days of Our Lives. And there's this weird dream sequence where she played some court jester, and that was like the birth of Harley Quinn. Yeah. And then Arlene did the voice acting for the animated series. And then I think, didn't like Tara Strong take over voice acting for like the Arkham stuff? I don't know. I never played those. Apartment building. Metal Gear says it's a 20th century construction, but the building has been completely renovated. I don't remember who she knew that was part of the, you know, the creation team behind the Batman the Animated Series, but yeah, there was a mutual friendship there with somebody, and I guess he remembered that scene from the show, and he's like, wow, that would be a crazy character to pair with the Joker. And just everybody, all the characters that they brought to life in that show are just so memorable. So, and Conroy was a huge part of that. Like, to me, like, he is more Batman than any of the movie Batmans. To me. Like, I've seen, you know, I love Michael Keaton. The Keaton Batman he's like one of my favorites. Maybe I think he might be my favorite. Batman Returns. They might be like my favorite Batman movies, but they're the ones I grew up with. I don't know if it's nostalgia or what, but I still really enjoy Keaton as Batman. I never saw the Affleck Batman, and I didn't see all of the Bale Batmans. Adam West, you can't take other Batmans seriously, but you can take Adam West seriously. Right. Ad time. Well, I mean, you can You can do something about that. Yeah, but I can still hear my next door neighbors all the time. Man, that's one thing I will never miss. You see Snatcher, you click. Well, welcome on in. This is my first time playing Snatcher. Very slowly because I'm chit-chatting with chat. Welcome on in. What shall I call you? Krauk? You love this game? I am really enjoying it. It's maybe like my 4th stream. And it's really fun. Clark backwards. Okay. I can call you Clark, if that's what you'd like. Got it. Clark it is. Welcome in, Clark. You love this game? Yeah, this is my first time. And it's, I love the writing, except for, sometimes Kojima is a little bit silly with some of the stuff, but the pixel art, love that. The music, it's so good. It's so solid. Oh yeah, it's straight up Blade Runner. I saw this, I was like, wait a minute. Is this Blade Runner? So we just got to this is my first time getting to Gillian's apartment. I did the investigation into Gibson, all that stuff. So I haven't really gotten to Gibson's house or that plaza yet. So it took my first stream was basically learning the game. It was all tutorial. Directed by. Written by. Yes. All right. Investigate the area. So how many times have you played Snatcher, Clark? Because Mr. X2 here just played it not too long ago, and I get the impression that he enjoyed it. So many. Yeah, that small indie dev, Kojima. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. Small indie dev. At least once a year. Wow. I'm trying to think of. There aren't many games I've played multiple times. I gotta say, Axiom Verge. I played that 3 times, I think. I've only played Axiom Verge 2 once, but I played the first one 3 times, and I bought it on multiple platforms. It's probably one of my favorite games. I like to play new stuff. I don't do a lot of replays because I don't have a lot of time to play. So once I get more time, there'll be a lot more streaming. Yeah, Kojima's an indie dev, just like you. Yes. Argent Albatross, creator of
You should be seeing a psychiatrist. Why on earth did you come here? Because the light was on.
Thanks for the follow, which they are anonymous. But I do appreciate the follow. Yeah, Argent here, creator of Square Night and Stream Bingo. We need a sequel. Do you think that's on his radar? That would be cool. I would be down for that. But I know he's got some other stuff going on. Yeah, I don't really think it's gonna happen. It should, yeah, I agree. At the rate this is going, this could be an amazing series. Let's see, Metal Gear says, being right at the dividing line between the North and the South regions, the population here is not particularly high. No convenience stores or delis in the area either. Shopping is really a pain. You're going to play Police Knots as your next Kojima game? It's a lot of TMs. TM. Oh yeah, he's working on it. I've not played Death Stranding. I don't own it, but if I had it, I would probably play it. It looks interesting to say the least. I gotta say, this is my first, well, no. I played the original Metal Gear on NES for like 15 minutes, and I was like, I have no idea what's going on, and I just turned it off. It has my name. I know, I should play Death Stranding because, I mean, I didn't want to bring this up, but Kojima and I we're pretty tight, and he actually named it after me. But let's keep that between us. I don't want to get people all excited thinking, I'm going to have Kojima on as a guest sometime, which could happen, but probably not. But your comment at the beginning, well, I mean, I guess no one played it. I don't think anyone ever played that game. I mean, small indie dev like Kojima, I mean, who's going to play Death Stranding? You played so much Metal Gear. I played the first one on NES, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't have any systems that have Metal Gear on them, unfortunately. I've got Dreamcast. We've got the SEGA minus the Saturn games, Master System, Genesis, Sega CD. We've got Super Nintendo. Beyond that, I don't have any Metal Gear systems. You finished Death Stranding? Yeah, I mean, I have Metal Gear in Snatcher. That's about as close as we're going to get. Let's see. Is that it? I got to do this like several times just to make sure I don't miss anything. I don't think my possessions are really going to provide me with any assistance, right? Let's see. Yeah, it's just looking at my stuff. Investigate. Yeah, I think we're done. We might as well move. Go inside. I should check out Police Knots. I don't even know if I've ever heard of Police Knots. If somebody wants to throw that in my Discord, under play this streamer, at least there'll be a record of it. Metal Gear? Yeah, I'm just gonna pop this in here. No pressure. But if you have any interest in seeing any of my past stuff, I upload all of my streams to YouTube, usually the night after I finish streaming, which is typically Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern. Then I have a Discord. Twitter's just an alert saying I'm live. That's it. But Police Knots, same vein as Snatcher. Okay, what's it on? That's the important thing. If it's on a PlayStation thing, I've got a PS3 and a PS5, but no PS1. Let's go inside. This is your living room. I don't have a Saturn or PS1. Although, PS3 can do PS1, kind of. But I don't know if, is that even on there digitally? I don't know. Oh, 3DO. Yeah, let me just bust out my 3DO. I might have to emu it. If I do, it'll be personally. If I'm going to stream, I probably won't stream emulator. Not knocking anyone that does. It's just personal preference. I'm doing hardware here. It needs an English translation patch. Oh, okay. I'll look into it. I'll see what I can figure out. I'm not saying I'll never have a Saturn or a PS1, but it's not on the radar right now. I've got too many games and not enough time as it is. But yeah, as long as somebody throws it in a memo on my Discord, then I'll remember to actually look into it. This is your living room, all right. Well, that's some music. Oh. For a widower, the room seems rather tidy. I'm quite impressed. Don't you ever shut up? Are you programmed to evaluate my personal life too? My duty is to support you and observe that you are properly carrying out your responsibilities as a junker. Some observer, you mean informer, right? Well, one could put it that way. So I'm guessing that's a video phone on the wall. Got some drinks, maybe? I don't know what the house-looking thing is. I see we've got entertainment center. Some kind of like, maybe a chaise lounge. Looks like a kitchen. I don't know. Let's look first. Let's look around the room. I see nothing noteworthy here. Okay. Nothing noteworthy. Could have come up with something. Like a comment about the carpet or something? I don't know. Well, geez, I'm sorry I lead such an ordinary life. Please do not get upset. You know, it is not what I meant. You know that is not what I meant. Right. Let's look again. There's nothing unusual. Everything is in its place. How can you know that? I was provided with complete data files on your apartment. See, it does pay to dig a little deeper, even on the most mundane of comments. Gillian, there is a photograph on the shelf. Really, a photograph. It's a very special picture for me. There's nothing else on the shelf. Let's look at the area. There is a single sofa, bed. Overall, a rather Spartan and bland room. Hey, I haven't had time to go shopping yet, all right? Okay, just checking. Just the right amount of space for someone living alone. Oh, Metal Gear. I get it. Let's take a look at this photo. Olympics. It's a picture of Jamie. I don't remember hearing about Jamie before. Is this some kind of new information? Oh. Yes, the wife you are separated from. She is very attractive. I don't remember hearing... Yeah. If that was mentioned early on, I don't remember. My first stream of this was a bit ago because I've been... My whole setup here has been ripped apart. My wife. Yes, my wife. Come to think of it, I wrote Jamie's video phone number on the back of the picture. How convenient. Look at this photograph. Seems to be a picture of her when she was rather young, but I can't remember where it was taken. It's an interesting composition. There's Jamie, and then there's like a bear behind her with the Olympic rings. And I'm not sure what the background is. It's blue. I don't know what that is. But she looks kind of dressed up. But then there's creepy pekin bear. Yeah, okay. I'm sure we'll learn more about it. She's very young in this picture, perhaps in her teens. She still looks like such a little girl. Come to think of it, I wrote Jamie's video. Yeah, we already covered that. Okay. It's a teddy bear. Okay. It's a teddy bear. We looked at everything, so let's investigate. I'm sure we'll get the number from that. No interest in women. That is most unfortunate. What? Metal Gear, what is your deal? What kind of comment is that? You shut up. Can't believe I'm hearing this from a robot. Exactly. Metal Gear needs to chill out. No filter. I can appreciate that. Ah, yes, I sense the sorrow of the lonely man. Still, there must be some reason why this fellow is living alone even though he's over 30. This will work out just fine. You're going to be doing the housework from here on out. What? Did you say something? What a wonderful apartment you have here. Interesting dynamic they're developing here. Okay. Investigate the area. So around the room and area are different somehow. Okay. Metal Gear says, I read no motion. There is nothing here besides us. Okay, I see. It's more like his scanner. Of course it is. It's my apartment. I lead a very dreary life. I don't know about this music, though. Most of the music has been pretty solid. This one is, I would say, probably not my favorite track. It's okay. It's all right. There is nothing unusual here. In fact, it is downright dull. You own the soundtrack on vinyl. Yeah, I kind of gave up on physical media a long time ago when I had to move. I sold all of my retro consoles. I sold all of my CDs. And I do high quality digital streaming now. I use Qobuz for my streaming music stuff. It just got to be too much to be moving all the time. And I used to be hardcore about physical everything, games. You know, I'm old, so I had a lot of consoles and I had a lot of games. And I had totes and totes and totes full of consoles and games. And moving across the country, that was not looking forward to having to move all that stuff and all my CDs. And so I went digital, but I kept some vinyl. I've got a sealed copy of Metallica's "Injustice for All," still sealed in the plastic. I have a frame for that. I'm not sure if I had anything. I'm not sure if I kept any vinyl. I'm trying to think. I mean, we've been here in this house for a couple of years now. We're still like not fully moved in because we're like renovating rooms and whatnot. So I don't even know exactly what I have anymore. But it's interesting that Snatcher soundtrack is on vinyl. Who put out the vinyl for that? It's like an official release, I'm guessing. I don't even know. I didn't even really consider that being a thing. It's an official release of the soundtrack on vinyl. I know it gained popularity again. I mean, when I was younger, I found I think I found a turntable in the trash, or one of my friends did, and gave it to me. And back then, vinyl was super cheap. Like, you can get it for like $1. No one really cared. It was kind of talking like 90s. This song is not on it. Well, you're lucky. Thanks for the lurk, Brahms. Do appreciate it. So I don't see much else going on around here. Try the area again. Read no motion. There's nothing here besides us. Okay. So it's something you have on the wall, but I'm guessing you still have it sealed in. It's not something you bust out and play. Or did you buy like 2 copies, one to listen to and one to display? I'm guessing it must have decent cover art. You played it once. I'll have to look it up and see. And displayed it, yeah. What else is there? The photo. We're probably going to get... The cover's awesome. Yeah, I would imagine. I'm sure it probably is. Here we go. So I got about like 10 minutes or so. Unfortunately, like my Mondays and Wednesdays are short streams because I have to take my daughter to preschool in the morning and I have to get up earlier than I normally do. But Fridays, I typically try and stream as late as possible. I still start at 10 p.m., but there are times we've gone past 3, I don't know, probably like close to 4 a.m. So the record is, the records, they're Metal Gear Blue. So are they like translucent then? Yeah, cool. When was that like a recent thing, or when was that? When did they actually produce those? I never really thought about buying video game soundtracks on vinyl. Never really. I mean, it probably exists. It's just not something I'd keep track of. Years ago, yeah. I'll definitely take a peek at that, see what it's all about. 2017? Oh, so not all that long ago. Okay. I know that's still like 5 years, but when you're older, that's really not that long ago. I think Argent was probably in diapers in 2017. There's some numbers written on the back. 39, 34, 44. It seems to be a video phone number. It feels like it now. That's the number for Jamie's apartment. Yeah, think about 2017. It's like 5 years ago, but that's back when I built this computer. And I thought it was pretty decent. But it's not anymore. It didn't take long for it to lose its shine. There's like 0 room for me to upgrade the motherboard, the processor. I'm running a 1070 on a 67 series, 67. And it's an i7 67, right? 6700, I think. I think it's in my gear link. So there's nothing I can do with my motherboard. I can't upgrade anything. So I'd have to essentially rebuild the entire thing. I'd keep my computer case and that's it. Because I like my fractal define case, but maybe I could keep my hard drive and my power cable that goes from the case to the wall. That's about it. 12th gen Intel is good. I mean, I think I could go to like a 68, but there's really no value in that. It wouldn't get me anywhere. Because even upgrading to a different video card, you know, like a new GPU, I wouldn't even be able to utilize all of its capabilities. I just spent way too much on stuff. Like I've got 3 monitors now, and you know, the consoles that I've been modding, like the Dreamcast and the Super Nintendo, like I don't have any money for a new PC. By the time I build a new PC, it's probably gonna be a whole new generation. Why don't you try giving her a call? Would you let me handle my own personal life? Yeah, I did. Not too long ago, I was on PC Part Picker and I was kind of toying around with building systems, and that was before the prices really started coming down. But I got to tell you, I'm not going NVIDIA anymore. They are not getting any more from me. I don't know what their problem is, but I'm going to give AMD a fair shot. I know we've got at least one AMD user in here, and it's good enough for me. I've never owned an AMD processor or a GPU. I've only been Intel. This is the only computer I ever really built from scratch. All my other computers when I was younger were pre-built. Dude, I'm getting a Dell. So yeah, I'm gonna give AMD a shot. See what they're all about. The new monitors I bought 3 Acer Nitro monitors that were on sale at Best Buy, like super cheap. And they're FreeSync and G-Sync compatible, so I'm still able to use my G-Sync with my 1070. But when I go to AMD, I can use the FreeSync. So, you think the CPU is gonna surpass GPU capabilities? Yeah, I mean, there are some games that you can run, even now, you can run some games on the integrated. I would probably keep this computer for my streaming PC. So whenever I build another computer, that'll be my PC gaming PC, you know, and I'll just have this, I'll go to like a 2 PC setup. I know it's probably a nightmare, but I don't know what else to do with it. I don't want to just like scrap it. I'll just get a cheap case and move this stuff over and keep this case for the new one. I think. Wow. I can't say I've been really keeping up with it. That's interesting to even consider that being possible. I saw that one picture. I don't even know if it might be Photoshop, but it's like a 4090 with like some kind of micro, I don't know if it's like a micro ITX board or whatever, like stuck on it, and the GPU is like just dwarfing the motherboard. So if what you're saying is true, it's just going to be like one giant chunk of technology that we're going to call a computer, but it's going to be mostly GPU. I don't know. Because eventually we're going to be doing what, like 8K, 120 plus frames. I'm not sure. I don't know what the cutoff is going to be for the capabilities of integrated. I mean, you could probably do like 1080p, maybe some 1440 stuff if what you're saying is true, but I don't know about 4K. 12th gen already rivals 1030s. Really? I don't know why that doesn't seem to be something that's talked about a lot. If you have any info like on that, you can totally post that in my Discord and I'll read up on that. Sounds interesting. And I wasn't even really considering that CPUs were that capable. Makes sense. I just wasn't really thinking about it. Possessions. What do we got? Is it evidence? It's not evidence. So I guess it's just that number is going to be stored in Metal Gear. Metal Gear. We haven't saved. That's probably something important to do. I guess we'll just go with 1. I don't know. We're just overwriting stuff. Yeah, you can overwrite that. I'm good with that. Oh yeah, we're talking CPUs being the GPUs. Why, you looking to upgrade already? What are you running, like a 3080 or something? I forget. What? Is that what you got? 3080? I don't think, you didn't go 3090, did you? I don't remember. Save is complete. And unfortunately, would you like to continue play? Actually, no. Because it's 12:30. I'm gonna have to pick this up on a Wednesday. That's enough for now. I hope we can continue the investigation together soon. That would be pretty sweet. It's a nice little jingle. It's a nice little jingle. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the 4090s. Like, is that user error or... I don't know. I guess I'm not really reading up on it all that much because I really can't do anything about it. But that's going to be it for me. I unfortunately have to get some sleep so I can get up, take my daughter to preschool tomorrow. She goes Tuesdays and Thursdays, so my Mondays and Wednesdays are short, but it's better than nothing. Really appreciate you all coming back. I know I haven't been around a lot, but I should be good now. My setup is back together, so things should be good. And thanks for gifting that sub over to Mr. Merv X, and of course, thanks for that follow. Crafty. Yeah, thanks everyone. We'll definitely be back on Wednesday, 10 p.m. for another like 2.5 hours of this. We're getting to the good stuff now. Like we're getting away from that. I don't know. It seemed like it was hours of tutorial kind of stuff. The best is yet to come. Oh, I can imagine. And digging the music. Some Wolf and Raven. They're kind enough to let streamers use their music on Twitch and YouTube and that. So if you're into that, go check out Wolf and Raven on Bandcamp. I'm not getting anything from them. I'm just saying thanks for making music for us to use, because It's a little spooky out there with playing music on Twitch anymore and YouTube, because I archive on my YouTube, so I kind of need it to work in both areas. But yeah, this game is still really fun. I can't wait to get back to it. It's nice and slow, and I can kind of take it in. It's not stressing me out like Dark Souls 2 was. So, but yeah, thanks again, everyone, for hanging out, and I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your week.